to retroflex, because what you sense, what you feel from most people is this.
Oh, once upon a time.
Once upon a time,
Uh-huh.
you feel this.
Like,
Retroflexion. I use the word dorsiflexion. Not everybody agrees with me, but that's a dorsiflexion. You're back this way,
Yeah.
okay? And now, if I do that sitting down, it's I'm talking to you and I'm like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I go forward like this, but I'm pulling down into myself like that.
Yeah.
So I am squeezing the top two vertebrae.
Mm-hmm.
I'm exaggerating the natural curve.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you do through here, there's a subtle degree of this. That doesn't do much at all for the person because it's just superficial, but it does. And you'll feel in most people a great deal of heaviness right in here.
Mm-hmm.
Tightness and heaviness. Tightness and heaviness right in there. And that's because again, the startle reflex is a part of the startle reflex is a simultaneous contraction of the sternocleido and trapezius, and it looks like this. That's the startle reflex. This is a neuromuscular pattern that's associated with the startle reflex. There are many other things that happen in the startle reflex. Your digestion shuts down, blood flows different. Everything prepares you to, the word is fight, but that's a reptilian. You know, when you're dealing with a reptilian brain, you see anything and anybody, you fight them. Just what one dinosaur looked at another one, they don't go shake hands or compare tails. They fight each other. So if I wanted to be, I mean, Muhammad Ali was beautiful in terms of his movement while he was fighting, but he still wanted to beat somebody up. There's the desire to win over another person,
Mm-hmm.
whether that's being their boss and exerting your ego or picking a fight. And so that's reptilian brain stuff. When you move into, this is why Stephen Porges is so important, I think, because he's talking about social engagement. When things are good and functioning well within you, you tend to be more socially engaged. Even if you pull down because of the scoliosis, if you have guests for dinner and you're all having a good time and talking, even though your pattern may be that, it won't be as heavily pulled into itself because you're socially engaged. And being socially engaged, being at peace with yourself. I mean, I give entire workshops on making peace with yourself so you can be at peace with yourself. There's a distinction.
Yeah.
Most people are not at peace with themselves
Right.
at all. Then you won't be at peace with the world around you or the people you connect with.
Yeah.
If you are socially engaged, you are in a ventral vagal state where you're breathing appropriately, you're getting enough blood supply through all of yourself, through the heart rate.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have to defend yourself, you can't think about being hungry. The digestion just shuts down for a moment. So a soldier will stay awake for a couple of nights.
Mm-hmm.
They're in total startle reflex the whole time.
Yeah.
After a while, you don't get hungry.
Mm.
So if you want to bring your arms up and not have them on the table, if you are in any way taking her this way, you're not helping her. The trick is this portion through here, right here, where the sternocleidomastoid inserts and the trapezius moves towards the center. Sternocleidomastoid, the mastoid process is right here. They call it a process because it's a little protrusion from the mastoid plate, bone. And And right around from it is the trapezius connected to the cranium or the occiput. And that's this portion of your hand. You go further into this portion of the hand. This portion of the hand is generally towards the midline of the connection between the trapezius and the occiput. And then this portion of the hand, where the middle finger just extrudes that way, feels, I don't think it's doing much of anything, but it feels like it's going down the cervical spine. So, this portion of my hand, the exercise that we do, which comes from Dillis Carrington, if I move forward from my hip sockets and I want to have equal pressure with the area of my hands where the bones connect with the carpal bones at the fork in the road, and as I come and I have equal pressure with my feet and my hands, and I won't have equal pressure if I'm doing this. But if I'm free up here, my lower back just opened, and I'm pulling the table towards me with my intention, this portion is coming this way now, and this portion is coming that way. So if I'm standing, now I have to go into saying, okay, if I want equal pressure with my hands here, with my feet, as I come forward, now she's coming back, and she's going down through her spine. Mm-hmm. Now, if I grow my dinosaur tail, it deepens it. You see what I mean? It deepens everything. Mm-hmm. It works.